These are my top 5 best budget guns to farm millions with in Arena Breakout. These are all ranked from least to best, based on my experiences on the battlefield. Fifth on the list is the MAC-10. It has a fast fire rate of 745 RPM, and it has low recoil with a few attachments. The overall performance is pretty good, however, the ammo is where it falls short. You can only use up to Tier 3 AP ammo, which is horrible for lockdown, where a lot of players use T4 body armor or T4 ammo, let alone in Forbidden. It has a few customization options like an extended barrel, a 50-round drum mag, muzzle, and some sights. These are all the necessities you need to make it a decent gun. The base price costs around 2.5K, which is very cheap, and with all the attachments to make it easier to use, it costs around 20K. Fourth on the list is the Desert Eagle. It has one of the best damage stats in regard to pistols, especially when paired with T4 ammo. It has a fire rate of 300 RPM, and it does an insane amount of damage when spam fired. Since it's a pistol, it has great ergo, so running with it in hand doesn't feel like running on wet cement. The gold variant does the same damage as the standard variant. However, the gold variant has better ergo, horizontal and vertical recoil. It's gold, and it has a special equip animation. You can only equip a sight, a laser, and a flashlight. Other than those, there's not much else you can do to this baby. The standard variant costs around 3K, but the gold variant costs around 14K. Whether the gold variant is worth spending a little extra for is up to you. Third on the list is the Mini 14. It's a semi-auto carbine, and it's chambered in 5.56, so it can fire A1, M995, or AP rounds. It has a fire rate of 400 RPM, and the recoil is easy to control. It has a good amount of customization, therefore you have some freedom when customizing it to suit your style. Like all guns on this list, it's very cheap, only costing around 1K stock. But with all the attachments I have on it, it'll cost around 20K. Second on the list is the MCX. Its greatest strength is its recoil. It has very low recoil, which makes it easy to use. However, its greatest weakness is its range, so close quarter fights are where it shines. It has a good amount of customization, like muzzles, stocks, sights, mags, etc. However, the more you customize it, the pricier it gets. Damn! Even just the suppressor alone costs around 20K. Damn! It's a bit pricey, costing around 15K stock, but with these attachments it'll cost around 25K, which is not bad. First on the list is the SA85M. Despite its ugly appearance, it's actually a pretty good gun if you use it how it's intended to be used, at a distance. Like the Mini 14, it's a semi-auto carbine. However, it's chambered for 7.62 by 39, which is a much more powerful round. It's the perfect combination between an SKS and an M110. Like all the other AK platform guns, it has a good amount of customization. You can also equip an SKS suppressor, which is dirt cheap compared to all the other suppressors. Price-wise, it's very cheap, costing around 2K stock. But if you customize it with all the bells and whistles, the price can skyrocket to over 70K. However, with these basic attachments, it still performs really well. It's a little more costly than an SKS, but a lot cheaper than an M110. And if an SKS and an M110 were to have a baby, this would be the result. Thanks for watching. List your own top 5 in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.